And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. As we're just about to... Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, we've got Brown. He's out there with Harden. Harris is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. Pass to Brown. Harden with it. Now defended by McCollum. Back to Harden. 4 on the clock. They get it again. Outside for Jordan. Harris outside. Jordan trying to free himself up. Claxton the pass to Harris. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. That one goes in.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
It's Covington on the wing. Lillard against Harden. Launches it. Rebounded by the Nets. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And Harden with the stuff.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Three-pointer, Lillard cans it from downtown.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lillard against Harden.
Switch.
In the corner, it's Harris. The pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Man, there are not many times where DJ does not just rip that rim down.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Passes it to McCollum. Fires for 3. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Three-pointer, Lillard. That one's not going to go. Good D by Harden. The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Claxton, defended by Covington. Pass to McCollum. He kicks it to Kanter. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
A shot by Harden, wide open, and it's off from three-point range. This quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, Covington. Here's McCollum. From 16 feet away, he cans it. McCollum's got his second basket.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant's checked in for Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Brown. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. The Nets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one at the line is good.
And the All-Star Kevin Durant, a slender, quick-footed forward, He's added a bit of physicality and defensive presence to his game the last couple of years.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Shamit's checked in. Kicks to Nurkic. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Over Irving. Nurkic can't hit. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Durant dishes to Griffin. Shakes him. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
You have to do better than that. Griffin is a pro at muscling in those difficult shots.
Here's Simons. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep three-point range, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
Well, he plays super active on the glass, so calls like this are to be expected.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Brooklyn ahead, leading by a point. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
I think it comes from the
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And, guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Here's Simons. The 3. Drills the three-pointer. Simons has got 5 points so far. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instinct. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Oh, that was something else.
Could you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Anthony with it. It's Powell on the wing. Outside Anthony. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Anthony against Green. Pass to Nurkic to the paint. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Left side, Irving. A floater, and it's Portland with the rebound. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. It's Powell on the wing. Anthony, the pass to Powell. Now, here's Nurkic, defended by Griffin. Here's Durant, and KD throws it down.
Well, he's professional in everything that he does. Durant recognizes that opportunity and turns pro.
Simons surveying the D. And the Trailblazers another three.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Outside Irving. Outside KD. Takes a three. Sinks the triple. Durant's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Well, there's a nice answer from an operator in Kevin Durant. You hit a three, you know he's coming back at you.
Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Powell with it. From past the arc. Nurkic. Blake Griffin pulls it in. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Durant dishes to Griffin. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Powell kicks to Jones. Back to Powell. It's deflected. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Three-pointer. Jones, no luck. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Harris passes to Green. On the wing, Green. And there's the pass to KD. He dishes it to Irving. Outside for Durant. Tries it from 19, and he makes that one. Durant's got 11.
Well, Kevin Durant over the past couple seasons has been in the top 5 as the best mid-range shooters in the league.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Brooklyn. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. Just in and that
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Harden out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Luwawu in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for Landry Shamet. Harden against Lillard. Harden the pass to Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And a deep 3 from Lillard. It's hauled in by Brown.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Lillard dishes to Covington. Down low and stolen by Jordan. Out to the right wing. The deep 3 from Harden. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard surveying the D. Shoots the 3. Portland with a new 14. The shot will not fall.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
Harden kicks to Brown. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Lillard.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half. Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Covington against Harden. It's a hand on it.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Offensive rebound, and Kanter throws it down.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. The deep three from Harden. That shot misses. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Three-pointer, Lillard. Harden grabs the miss.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And Portland with a change here, too. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Norman Powell. Drains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets. How the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 6 points.
Amazing how much Lillard has spatial awareness when his defender's just far enough away. He's going to shoot that quickly.
On the wing, Harris. Three-pointer. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A 3 from McCollum. The offensive rebound.
So smart in these situations. Love how Covington often picks the correct route to run.
Harden against Lillard. Harden outside. Passes to Claxton. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Claxton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Enes Kanter.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Brooklyn, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Brooklyn making some changes. Green comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. And then for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Kanter. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for McCollum. Irving against Lillard. Pass to Harris. Lobbed up there for Green, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now Lillard, 6 points for him. The pass to Carmelo for the tie. That one misses. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nets lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Nets leading by 3. On the floor for Portland, you've got Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony is out there with Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Powell in at the 2 guard.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. To the middle. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Harden finds Griffin. Nurkic with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard with the ball. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. No good. That would have tied it. The net shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Harden with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
So for the Nets, Durant's checked in for Joe Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Bruce Brown. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard from outside. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside for Durant. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Irving's checked in for the Nets. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Shamet the pass to Griffin. Over in the corner, Green. Just 3 to shoot. Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
I'll tell you, Durant's ability to handle the ball at his size, impossible to stop on the drive once he gets that step on you.
Powell, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Well, take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Durant against Powell. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Nets lead by 6.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Shamet finds Irving. Off target from outside. Trailblazers trail by 6. Up the floor. And Lillard gets it to go.
Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Outside Durant. And here's Irving. Back to KD. Lets it go with the 3. Powell pulls it in. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. Back to Powell. Lets it go from deep. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That'll be his second foul of the game. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Now here's Harden. In the corner, it's Harris. Harden scanning the floor. He kicks to Jordan. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there was DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
Here's Lillard. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he has that ability, elevates his game in the clutch time. It's Lillard time. He's on point.
Left side, Harris. Back to Harden. Pass to Claxton. Jordan kicks to Harden. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, clock winding down, none better than Harden at getting buckets in a hurry.
Lillard from outside. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Holden with it. Now Covington defended. 14 feet away. And it's rebounded by Covington.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Right between the eyes. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The borough of Brooklyn. Welcome to 2K Sports for another TA.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Nets, Durant is out there with Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the 2. Now, Giannis. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Irving passes to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, his IQ is one of the best in the league. Irving has a great feel for when his teammates are open.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Irving against Holiday. Now here's Irving. He's covered closely. Harden can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Outside Irving. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Middleton. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
And the foul on Joe Harris. That's his first foul. Green, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And he gets it to go.
You always got to track hard. An elusive player who knows how to get it done inside.
DiVincenzo against Harden, and Harden comes to help. Outside Holiday. A shot off that time, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. And Middleton with the block. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Harris outside. Dishes it to Irving. Pops it up for Jordan. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Griffin comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Brown in for James Harden. The Bucks also with the sub. Tucker's checked in.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Here's Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. That one good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Holiday. The lead is 2. Kicks it down to Middleton. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
Here's Irving. The shot from the low post is good.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Holiday against Irving. And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. Back to Holiday. Uncovered. Here's Lopez. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Yeah, bully balling his way to the rack that time. Lopez with a great second effort.
Irving with it. Over Holiday. Irving finds Green. Baseline try. And too long on the shot. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks lead by 4. Live. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Irving. And it's Brown in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Durant hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. KD's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Nets. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. And Tucker has it in the corner. Right side, Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Griffin with the steal. And oh, here comes Durant all alone. And KD throws it down.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. Here's Portis. Here's Connaughton. Shoots over Brown. And it's Connaughton missing. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Johnson, he's checked in for Green. And it's Harden in for Irving. Harden outside. Johnson right side. KD dishes to Johnson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Here's Nwora from outside the arc. And again, the Bucks miss. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the jam by Harden.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season, and yet they did the right thing. And when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Brown against T, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Tell you what, guys, you've just got to give Teague a lot of credit for his focus. Very poised under pressure.
1:57 left to play here in the second quarter. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
Here is Forbes, and Portis throws it down.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Harden surveying the D. The dish to Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in. Johnson's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. From downtown, Tucker can't get it to go. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Nets. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Brown. Johnson right side. Makes it off the glass. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. A nice shot by Tucker.
And though lacking some height, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 8. 19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Brown. Here's Forbes. And that one released in time, but no good. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They only had a couple of rough stretches. And that does it for our...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. And the jam by Harden.
All Harden needs is a little separation. Once the screen comes his way, he's looking to pull up.
The Bucks shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
And the Nets with possession here. After the basket by Milwaukee. Harden the pass to KD. He kicks it to Jordan. Back to KD. Clock at 6.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
That one drops for him. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Harden outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Brook Lopez. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. and they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Harris is checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for James Harden. Irving against Holiday. Nobody near Irving. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
And again, the Bucks miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now, here is Irving. For the lead, Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
Here's Irving. And it's good for two. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Middleton. Inside. Lopez kicks to Giannis. Trying to get open is Lopez. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Irving, good. Irving's got 8 points.
Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Taken away by Holiday. And even 3-on-3 break. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Nailed from three-point land. And now it's a 3-point Bucks lead. Holiday against Irving. Over Holiday. And it's Irving missing.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Shooting one.
Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Harden comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Free throw, good, Holiday.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Outside, Green. Irving finds Jordan. Looking to end the run, and it's good on the layup. He's got 6.
Offense in the paint is what his coaching staff is looking for from Jordan.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 7. And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. The shot, no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Bucks on top, leading by 4. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Durant. Griffin is out there with Johnson. Then there's Brown, and it's Harden in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Yep, it counts.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Connaughton, and Harden comes to help. Connaughton kicks to Portis. Outside Teague. Back to Portis. 6 on the shot clock. And he banks in the layup. And the Bucks lead by 4.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
That's tipped.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker, using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
Here's Katie. Outside for Griffin. 5 to shoot. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, how about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
The Buck shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Outside Teague. Pass to Portis. Griffin with the steal. Brown kicks to Harden. Passes it to Katie. It's stolen by Teague. An even 3-on-3 break. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Excellent body control that time from Teague to feel the contact, but still be able to keep himself in position to score.
Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
Griffin created the space for that shot.
Here's Teague. Here's Connaughton. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Now here's Durant. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
There's the pass to Nwora. Out to the right wing. And here's Tucker. Pass to Nwora. Clock at 4. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Bucks lead by 4.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really batting hard now.
Stolen by Tucker. Pass break, Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. Tucker the pass to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. 6 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Tucker can't get it to go. Nets trail by 4. Here's Harden. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
He's got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Here's Connaughton. Johnson over to help. Pass to Tucker. And a wide open look for Portis. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Harden up top.
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
And so it's Milwaukee now. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Now, here's Tucker. He's guarded by Johnson. 5 on the clock. Here's Portis. Griffin grabs the board. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets to tie it up. It falls. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Boy, it's amazing to me how easy Harden makes it look. I mean, when he's locked in, he feels like there's nobody that can guard him, and he's right most of the time.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Drew Holiday.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finish it strong.
DiVincenzo can't hit it, and an intentional foul right there. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead.
And, you know, after being a sixth man during the beginning of his career, Harden has blossomed into a big-time star. He's a top-tier combo guard in this league now.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They trail by 2. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on... And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the five for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And for Brooklyn, Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Jackson against Harden. Jackson kicks to Morris. Pass to George. Fires the 3. The shot missing. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
The homecoming for Paul George. Playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Jackson drives in, and Jackson throws it down hard.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Now Harden. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game. And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down. That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Morris, no good.
They are out of rhythm, 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Bruce Brown comes in for Kyrie Irving. Free throw good from Harden. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Brown against George. Now here's Leonard. He's guarded closely.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Harris passes to Harden. Here's Claxton, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Now here's Harden. He has 5. No good that time. Nice D from Cousins. Clippers trail by 7. Nobody near Leonard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. 1:29 left in the first quarter. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Rondo dishes to Cousins. And Jordan sends it back. And here we go. Harden, no good. Leonard inside. Harris is there. From 18 feet away. Leonard, no luck. And here are the Nets. They're on a 13-4 run. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Over in the corner, Cousins. again, no good by the Clippers.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
They grabbed their own miss. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
Griffin's checked in for Jordan. And then for Los Angeles, Mann's checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo.
I like seeing Patrick Beverley attack the interior. Sometimes he becomes too perimeter-oriented.
It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Batum. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward. Irving passes to KD. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Clippers trail by 11. And Beverley kicks to Batum. For the 3. They get the rebound. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Paul George in for Luke Kennard. Irving looking over the floor. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Irving's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. On the wing, George. A three-pointer, no good. The Nets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Yep, that one goes. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Landry Shamet's checked in for the Nets. And then for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. And it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George.
This is what Cousins gives you. Good recognition, the ability to make plays for his teammates.
Brooklyn leading by 9. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Irving passes to Shamet. Back to Irving. Durant down low. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
A shot by Batum, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Irving kicks to KD. 1:57 left here in the second. And here comes the break. Kennard finds Cousins. Back to Kennard. Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got his first 2 points.
DeMarcus is an enforcer on the offensive end. He has all the tools to dominate night in and night out.
Irving against Beverly. Outside Irving. Back to Shamet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
Pass to Mann, beyond the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Mann's got 5 now.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
51 seconds left in the first half. Irving against Beverly. Irving, good. 10 points for him.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. From deep. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And that one, good.
This is what you like about Kevin Durant. Doesn't need to press the issue. Mid-range is close enough.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. Lays it up off the glass.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Outside Irving. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And the Nets lead by 10. 1 second left, and it is good at the buzzer. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, it's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a solid 8-point lead. And that.
I go out and I do what I want to. On the run through, I'ma need my funds too.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
They've got Green. Harden out there with Luwawu. Then there's Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst.
Oh, that was something else.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Now, here is George. He's tightly guarded. On the wing, George. Shot clock at 6, and the shot goes down.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Harden the pass to Luwawu. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Clippers trail by 10, and pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Leonard with the bucket.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Harden. That's a great dunk.
Freakish.
Yes.
Athletically.
Unbelievable play.
Wow.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Harden against Jackson. Outside for George. drains it as the shot clock ticks down. George has got his second bucket of the game to go.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Nice move. And the rejection by Zubats. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard with the ball. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Out to Morris from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Morris has got 5.
And coming out of halftime, coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
Harden dishes to Brown. Harris outside. It's stolen by Rondo. Leonard with the ball. Now Green defending. And so they foul intentionally. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for James Harden. And here's George for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And the Nets making a change here. Durant's checked in. Irving finds Jordan. Back to Irving. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Irving, good.
A man of many moves. Kyrie's showing us a little of everything tonight.
To the inside and stolen by Jordan. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. He muscles it in through the contact and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Los Angeles making a switch here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Beverley. Batum wide open, he fires. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And the edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Cousins.
I love the patience Beverley has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Irving. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
With 1 on the clock.
Locked down. Leonard, a smothering force on the defensive end.
And so it's Brooklyn enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Batum is out there with Luke Kennard. And there's Jackson, and it's Beverly in at the 2. Here's Leonard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Leonard's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Clippers. Here's Irving. Outside for Griffin. Back to Irving. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And here's Beverly. To the paint. Kennard with the ball. Outside Leonard. Back to Kennard. Another one falls for the Clippers.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Harden gets the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers, trailing by 10. And the pass to Kennard. And he uses the glass on the layup.
With good size for a 2-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Los Angeles making a switch here. Here is Harden. Outside, KD. Shot clock at 3. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Now here's Beverly. Defense is right there. Cousins inside. Back to Beverly. Kennard on the wing. Cousins, the shape. And the layup is up and in. 6 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Harden kicks to Griffin. Passes to Claxton. Here's Luwawu. Here's Harden. And the rejection by Cousins.
He is so reliable. DeMarcus making a play and making it look easy.
So for the Nets, Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Harris subbed in for Durant. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Luke Kennard. And George is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And George, here we go. Over in the corner, Zubac. Morris passes to Leonard. Now Zubac. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Now here's Harden. Lets the 3 fly. He can't get that one to fall.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Leonard, the pass to man. Stolen by Harden. Here's Jordan. And the rejection by Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Paul George.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
52 seconds left in the game. Here's Harden. Harris passes to Jordan. And that one hits back iron. 3 on 3. Here's Leonard. He can't get it to go. The Nets go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. For three, Harris. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Luwawu, the pass to Harden. So it's the Nets picking up the win. So, all right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. So the net starting 5. We've got Durant, Brown out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan, and it's Green in at the 4-man position. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Irving. Outside, Green. Outside, KD. Just 5 on the clock. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now Irving. After the miss 3 from Damian Lillard. Shoots over Lillard. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. He can't get that one. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Lobs it up for Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, that's where they look to him most. DeAndre Jordan with arms that go on for days. Just toss that ball anywhere, and he knows what to do with it.
Lillard attacking. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And he banks in the layup.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Durant with it. Now Covington defending. Durant kicks to Brown. Here's Irving. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's McCollum, and Jordan sends it back.
You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
McCollum against Irving. Outside Jordan. Outside Green. Lobs it up for Jordan. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant, and it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving. Lillard misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
The pass to Harden. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Passes it to Jordan. And the layup is good.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there was DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
Outside Anthony. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Melo showing some muscle. Impressive right there with that physical finish.
And here's Harden. Pass to Harris. Harden against Lillard. Harden the pass to Jordan. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
Well, the D cannot handle DJ right now. A gigantic guy on the inside who's going to get those calls most of the time.
For the Trailblazers, Jones comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And the Nets making a change here as well. Luwawu's checked in, but they get it back. Cantor finds Jones. A three from McCollum. Harden grabs the miss. Brooklyn leading by 7. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Luwawu gets it to go.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now here's Jones. Here's Simons. They shoot again. Cullen passes to Anthony. From outside, off the mark. Here's Jordan. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 9. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
You've got C.J. McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Can't allow that much separation, even as the pass is coming his way. Try and crowd Carmelo as best you can.
Here's Luwawu. Harden right side. Griffin trying to get open. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Kanter against Harden. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Enes Kanter.
A reliable finisher who can score in a multitude of ways. Kanter is a tough cover down low.
Now, here is Harden. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Powell in for McCollum. Then for the Nets, Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Nurkic.
And Nurkic did a great job just keeping the motor running.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Pass to Harris. It's Durant on the wing. Shot clock at 5. And good that time. KD's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
Here's Simons, 11 feet away. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Outside Irving. The pass to Harris. And the layup falls. And the Nets lead by 11.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Simons. Up again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Now here's Durant. He's got 6. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Irving kicks to KD. He feeds it to Griffin. Pass to Durant. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Jones, no one around him. Buries the long-range jumper. And now just a 4-point Brooklyn lead. Here's KD. Back to Irving. And just miss after miss right now. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets lead by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the side.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, give us your take.
Well, they should have a lot of room on the perimeter in the second half because they've already have a lot of points.
And that'll about...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Jordan in at the 5.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Lillard with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Lillard again missing.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well, I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And that one drops for him.
There you go. Finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
Outside Irving. Jacks up a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Irving's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Cantor. Green with the block. Now Irving, 8 points for him. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Well, CJ, as soon as he gets a step on you, you're pretty much done. Aggressive right there in transition.
Irving looking over the floor. A floater, and it's good on the way in. Irving's got 10 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
A three from McCollum, but they recover it.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Green. And James Harden has subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Griffin slams it in.
That's some incredible concentration there. Griffin destroying the defense and making the and-one look simple.
Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And then for Brooklyn, Luwawu is checked in for Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Bruce Brown. Lillard misses. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Harden against Lillard. This one for three. Rebound by Nurkic.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Jones for three. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Down low, Lillard. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Lillard's got 10 points here in the second half.
Feels like the other four guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And here's Harden for three. Portland grabs the miss. Now, here's Lillard, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, I love to watch Lillard play. He's from the Bay Area. That's where I'm from. But he's fearless, heartless, and he usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time in the fourth quarter. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be...
He made it! He gets it to go! Wow! Wow, what a way. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Man, and that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock. And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple, shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Jordan dishes to Irving. Harden outside. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Simon.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Foul for three, and another three for Portland.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Brooklyn leading by 6. And here's Irving. Pass to Harden. The three. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Lillard finds Nurkic. No good with the triple. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Lillard against Irving. To the middle. Now here's Durant. Defense right on him. Trailblazers trail by 9. To the inside. Here's Simons. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Irving passes to Jordan. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Nets lead by 9.
Look how focused DeAndre Jordan is on those finishes through the contact.
From deep. And it's KD with the rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. From 17 feet out, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And now an 11-point Nets lead. Lillard way outside. It doesn't go for him. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16. And Harden launches it from deep. The kick out to Irving. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Great open look there. Powell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Now here's Irving. Tight defense on him. And KD the bucket on the assist by Irving. Durant's got 9 points now in just the second half. Lillard with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Lillard looking around. Fires the three. Jordan with the rebound. Nets leading by 11.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Nets.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jordan.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Durant with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And here's Harden for three. Good on the three-point shot.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And stolen by Lillard. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. Welcome everyone. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 4. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Now here's Jordan. Outside Irving. Feeds it to Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Here's Giannis following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Lopez outside. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Harris. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. On the wing, Irving. Irving double team. 6 to shoot. Harris trying to get free, and it's Irving missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Irving. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Oh, tenacious attack by Irving. The handle, the speed. Look out.
Giannis inside. The kick out to Holiday. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Irving surveying the floor. Dishes it to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
Well, you love to see DJ work that hard in transition. Go ahead, run the floor, big man.
Giannis inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant's checked in for Harris. And it's James Harden in for Irving. To the left side wing. Passes it to Connaughton. Pass to Portis. Just 5 to shoot. Doesn't go for him. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Brown. Harden outside. Back to Griffin. It's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Bucks trail by 10. Here's Connaughton. No points in the game yet for him. Count that bucket.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Harden with it. And he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Here's Connaughton. Another shot over to the left wing. But Trey, he can't hit that time. And so it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
I think the most important lesson that I got is that you got to...
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Griffin is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then there's Brown. And it's KD in at the small forward.
And that speed and athleticism of Griffin, a lethal combination when he's on the break. And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Fires it up. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Here's Harden. Rebounded by the Bucks. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Back to DiVincenzo. The Bucks working the ball around. Holiday goes in. Makes it off the glass.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Now, here is Harden. Outside Durant. Oh, Griffin in position.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Brown against Holiday. Griffin with the steal. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And then Griffin with the dunk.
I feel like they could execute this play in their sleep. Griffin, one of the premier alley-oop finishers in the league.
It's stolen by Green. Well, here we go with Griffin. Nobody back there. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here is Holiday. And Griffin sends it back. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Landry Shamet's checked in for Brooklyn. 1:58 left in the first half of basketball. Harden against DiVincenzo. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now here's Giannis. Shot to stop the run. Green with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Middleton leading the charge.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
DiVincenzo against Harden. And there's the pass to Griffin. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Antetokounmpo. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Johnson comes in for Green. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Here's Irving after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Outside Irving. Pass to Claxton. 35 seconds left in the first half. Lays it up off the glass.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Passes to Portis. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Portis. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's Irving with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Johnson. Blake Griffin getting it done for Brooklyn. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. Hey.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
Now we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Now, here is Irving. The pass to Claxton. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Claxton's got the first basket of the second half here for the Nets. Holiday against Irving. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. The 8-footer uses the glass to drop it in. Giannis has got 6 points.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Irving. Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Claxton, stolen by Holiday. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Now, here is Irving. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's James Harden in for Brown. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. From 13 feet, it goes down. 6 points for him.
Well, the ability to score at all 3 levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
Outside Irving. Lobs it up for Jordan. But they'll get another chance. Green kicks to Irving. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. The feed to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Knocked loose.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it goes down 2 points. Middleton's got his second bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Outside Irving. Pass to Harris. Back to Irving. Holiday with the defensive effort.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
And yes, it's good. Jordan's got 8.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Over Green. Nice move. Green with the block. Brooklyn leading by 12. Outside Irving. Lobs it up for Jordan.
Jordan's confidence has just grown over the course of his career. DeAndre, for much of it, averaged less than 5 points per game, especially those first couple of years. Look at him now.
Here's Giannis. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
The 3 from Harden. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Bucks trail by 12. Here's Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jeff Green picks one up.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Antetokounmpo. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Shamet. Down low. Here's Portis. Banked in off the glass.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
And Harden launches it from deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Nets getting the 4th quarter going. You've got Irving. He's out there with Brown. Durant is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. Now here is Holiday. After the miss from Bobby Portis. Clock at 6. With the floater. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Portis has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bucks.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
And that one's good, Irving. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Connaughton passes to Middleton. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Good on the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points in just the second half.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Middleton for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The drive by Jordan. Out to Harris. Pass to Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Here's Irving following the basket by Giannis. Now, here is Irving. Kicks to Brown. Harris dishes to Irving. Nets passing it around. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, DeAndre Jordan's a problem because if he gets that close, you know the defense has to commit to him.
Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Joe Harris. And it's James Harden in for Irving. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Brown. KD drives in, and he's fouled pretty hard on. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Harden finds Durant. And KD throws it down.
Well, drop the hammer, KD. How confident is this guy at the cup?
Teague, the pass to Holiday. Pass to Teague. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And then jammed down as it goes right over Blake Griffin.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Now here's Harden. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Left side, Jordan. that shot off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Holiday attacking. Giannis outside. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
And Katie, here we go. Harden against Middleton. Harden kicks to Durant. Stolen by Holiday.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A shot by Middleton, wide open. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. For 3, Middleton misses. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it. There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the 5. Roman the paint. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. And here's Los Angeles. Here's Morris. Zubac trying to break loose. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Leonard. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here's Leonard. After the basket by Brooklyn. The layup off target.
Ooh, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Harden's shot is off. Jackson down low, covered by Irving. Morris against Harden. Morris passes to Zubac. With the shot, just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Leonard with no one around. And again, no good by the Clippers.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start. And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Jordan. The shot misses. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up outside for George. The rebound by the Nets.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
It's stolen by Morris. And now the Clippers on the break. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Harris kicks to Harden. Drops in the layup for 2.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Here's Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Paul George.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Now here's Rondo. Not a lot of room. Cousins, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. That shot missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And Jordan sends it back.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capabilities. Nice awareness there, finding the open man down the court on the break.
Now here's Rondo. They get a hand on it. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. He gets it in there.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Outside Jackson. Puts the move on. And it's blocked. And Batum kicks to Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Nets leading by 4. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That one goes. Count it. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Rondo dishes to Cousins to end the run. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Irving finds Durant. 4 seconds left. That shot is off. And so it's Brooklyn with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then there's Irving. And it's Griffin in at the 5.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Cousins, the pass to Kennard. Offline with his 3.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Feeds to Griffin. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Now, here is Irving. D right on him. 2 points. That one goes. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Mann, covered by Irving. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut back down to 6 after the bucket from Mann.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Here's Irving. Lays it up and banks it in. Irving's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Mann passes to Cousins. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Irving. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, "We've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time." Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. And KD throws it down.
You know, people underestimate the speed of Durant. He gets up court quickly.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Irving. To stop the run. He doesn't hit that one. The Nets go the other way with it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's Durant on the wing. Oturu with the rebound.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Pass to Kennard. Outside for Batum. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. And then Durant with the dunk.
It looks like a toy hoop for him. KD throws down with ease.
Clippers trail by 17. Mann passes to Kennard. 1:14 left to play in the first half. And it's denied. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Landry Shamit's checked in for Bruce Brown. And James Harden subbed in for Irving.
Two of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Paul George with the steal. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity, and finished off by Leonard.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
George against Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. It's George on the wing. .19 seconds left to play here in the half. Great positioning on the putback.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Harden against George. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 14.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 14 points, 2 steals, and 1 rebound. He was on the fringes in their last game. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
They've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
Insane move by Paul George. A high flyer who can create in midair.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 14. Here's Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Zubac the best at George.
The defense on...
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Irving dishes to Jordan. And no good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for George. And then for Brooklyn, Jeff Green is checked in for Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. And Luwawu subbed in for James Harden. Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got 13.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Jackson with it. Outside Leonard takes the 3. No good there.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Irving against Jackson. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Morris outside. Traps in the tray.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap. here in this second half.
And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. 17 points was their biggest margin. 1:57 left to play here in the third, and it's good. 2 points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Here's Leonard. Good on the shot. 6 points for him.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Irving passes to Green. Comes up empty down low. Clippers trail by 13, and the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Brown comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Rondo kicks to Beverly. 5 on the clock. And the shot goes in.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shot's now starting to fall.
Outside Irving. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Joe Harris.
I mean, it's so impressive. Kyrie's scoring ability. Terrific shot maker. Obviously gets to the line. Converts at a high rate.
It's his first trip to the line. The first free throw is good.
You really wouldn't know what size he is because Patrick Beverly gives you toughness at that point guard position, and he's physical.
The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Jordan. Shoots over Batum. Misses off the right iron. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. It's hauled in by Brown.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim. Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Gets it off. No good. Shot missing. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Brooklyn ahead. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Harden. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Griffin's checked in for the Nets. George with no one around. Wide open shot is on the money. George has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Clippers. Harden surveying the D. The Clippers grab the miss. Passes it to George. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Nets leading by 12. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. The kick out to Brown. Back to Harden. Stolen by George. And now the Clippers on the break. Wide open look. The shot comes out, and it's the Nets taking it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. The Clippers shooting the ball at 42%. Shot from the wing. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Here's George, and he converts the layup.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Nets leading by 10. Harden outside. On the wing, Brown. He feeds it to Griffin. Can they get it? Count that one. Griffin's got his first bucket in this one.
I like this about Blake Griffin. Puts constant pressure on the defense. Plays a very physical game.
To the paint. Here's Zubac. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. It's a 10-point game, and he commits the intentional foul. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Patrick Beverly, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant, and it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. And George gets it to go.
Silky smooth stroke, nice touch. Paul George is a terrific jump shooter.
And here's Irving. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clippers trail by 10, and there's the whistle called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
Inside, here's Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
They're so close now, they've got to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Here's Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Man, it's a joy to watch Kyrie go to work. You can tell he lives and breathes this game.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Morris, no good. Irving with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Here's Claxton. It's Irving, top of the key. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard, the open look. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
Trying to ice this one, Kawhi showing his evolution as a closer.
35 seconds left in the fourth. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Zubac is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And a change for the Nets. Johnson, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Very nearly stolen. There's no need to force that pass.
Now the pass to Harris. Now Jackson.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
Tipped away. Now here's Jordan. And an intentional foul right there. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And for all the developments Jordan's made to his game,
free throw shooting remains a challenge.
Here's Leonard, and stolen by Irving. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. A narrow. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.